What up, y'all? Back again. This here's Helena, Montana, back in the late 1800s, mid to late 1800s, and some photos from the 1900s, but let's focus on the structures. These structures are all built probably pre-1870s, before any power tools, hydraulics, pneumatics, gasoline engines, motors, electric motors, cranes, dump trucks, any vehicles, anything with tires. There was no ability to have lighting, and there was no ability to have cordless tools or corded tools, and no computers. And they were able to build these structures that are in the middle of a town that had almost less than 11,000 people at the time. One of them, that one I think had an indoor pool. I mean, some amazing stuff, but they had no, lighting is an amazing thing when it comes to building, y'all. And we're talking about these structures going into the ground. And the timeline just doesn't add up to the Wild West of Montana. You had a few people with a built-out city like this. I mean, and the way the sloping is, the way things taper off, the way these stairs and these front entranceways where they go up to a second floor level window made as a door. Mud flooded structures that have been, the infrastructure has been repaired around the bottom of these. And the architecture just beyond us. In a time and an era where we had nothing but a chisel and a hammer, a wooden rickety ladder and a mule, and some wooden wheels, wooden like horse and buggy times. But they'd have these magnificent structures, which would be magnificent today as well. So I asked the question, how did we build it? How did we get these beautiful pieces of real, the commodity that's in these buildings too, the stone, the granite, all real. And we just don't build it today. We're talking just 150 years ago. And I mean, that would have to be done chisel work, y'all. How do you do that? And to make it uniform and to piece it together, seamlessly. I mean, look at just even the lighting, where those things hanging down as ornate pieces. They're just amazing. Look at that. Beautiful stuff. I mean, it just makes you wonder. No construction photos for most buildings. If they do, they show what looks like the building all the way together completely, and they're just adding a roof or windows because they got blown out in a mud flood. Or these ornate buildings with no infrastructure around them in the photo. You wouldn't do things like that. They look aged already because they went through the mud flood, and they have been there, is the suggestion. I mean, you could find things that look like mosques and stuff, with the cupolas in America, in Montana. I mean, it's kind of odd, and it's not what we've been taught and told. Thank you for watching.